it really is amazing to represent your country or to be picked to represent your country, either traveling or whether you earned it through a tournament.
I think it's amazing being able to stand up on the podium after the event and hearing the national anthem with our jackets on. It was very, very heartwarming.
Only so much you can say. It's like so surreal when you're on the podium and you got the national anthem playing. I mean, it's just, you got to take it all in, you know.
Team USA is the framework for our whole family, essentially. I met my wife through Team USA. Some of my best experiences in life, traveling the world, are involved with those 8 years or afterwards, and getting to travel with my friends and getting to go to some of the greatest cities in the world, and then getting to compete with people that are some of your best friends at the same time.
I think I went to my first varsity tournament like 2 weeks before, and then I came to team trials. My mom and dad were both there, and they were bothering me the whole time. So I mean, it was unreal. Like at the house, we have all their medals in this one room, and there's like 30 or 40. Like, it's insane, and it's really cool. I hope to be a long-term member of Team USA like mom and dad and help represent the country. And as much as I want to say I'm chasing their shoes, I want to create my own path, and it's really cool to follow in their footsteps, but I want to do it for me more than anything.
The Pan Am Championships this past year, being able to compete with Jake Peters, we're pretty good friends, and I've wanted to bowl with him for a long time. We bowled doubles, trios, and the team event together. We fell 10 pins short in the doubles of medaling, 10 pins short in the trios of medaling, and then we finally medaled, and we won the gold medal in the team event. And to see the raw emotions that he had, I mean, because I've bowled with the team before and we've won gold before, so those initial emotions that you feel for the first time, I didn't really have them, because it's like, we're here to do a job, we're gonna do it. I've been here before, I kind of know how to get it done. From my end, I was trying to do everything in my power to help the team get to where we wanted to be, but to see him feel what he felt and have that all come out after we won together was really special.
It was my first ever trials, was the year I made it, and I made it through trials as an automatic spot. I mean, I really came in just more, let's get the experience, let's learn. I'm 16, I'm young, there's a whole lot more time to make team. The last day, things were a little rough. I bowled all right, but not, I struggled to catch breaks, or I thought I got knocked out of the automatic spot. The scores updated, and we were waiting to see, and it was, I mean, the wave of relief, but also just like, it was a true blessing. Really see a dream of mine come true.
I bowled for Nebraska, so we had just won the 1990 National Championship. And then in 91, then I tried out for Team USA. My college bowling ended in 91. So it was one of those, I was very competitive. I knew, well, Mark Lewis was in the Olympics as an exhibition, so the national amateur champion would represent. So that was always a goal, you know. I grew up watching Rick Stillsmith, even though he's only 4 years older than me. But he was such an accomplished bowler, and he was on Team USA, and it was just the experience that's what I want to do.
I wanted to be part of that group. So there's two parts to it. Is I wanted validation that I was a good bowler. I came into Wichita not a very good bowler, and the guys made Team USA were there. They were great, and so I wanted to join that group for my own personal validation. But then once I got there, the feeling of being part of something that's much bigger than yourself, more than your own pride, more than your own ego, and that things that are performing for something that is bigger than you, and being a part of something like that. It was an eye-opening experience for me. It helped my growth tremendously. Being around Fred and Jerry and that coaching staff at that time gave me so much more perspective and an opportunity to grow outside of bowling, as well as they made me a better bowler at the same time. But Finland was probably the pinnacle moment. We had a great crowd. The stands were full there at Dream Bowl in Germany. We were bowling another super, talented PBA professional. There was lots of accolades, both amateur and professional. It was heavyweight versus heavyweight, and we ended up coming out on top with we had some big shots all the way through the 10th, but Tommy threw the biggest one at the end to win it for us. And, it was one of the coolest moments you could be at, because you don't get to share victories bowling very often. Most stuff that we do is individual. And that one was, well, hang on to that one for a minute.
I got to go to Hong Kong with Robert Smith, Jeremy Sonnenfeld, and Mike Mullen. big names in bowling, and I was the youngest by far, but they just took me under their wing and taught me a lot about bowling, but taught me a lot about what it meant to wear red, white, and blue. And I bowled 300 the first game of the tournament, and I was hooked from that day on. That was the most fun I ever had bowling in one game in my life, and we bowled a 5-man game for the for the gold medal. People didn't know is I had actually torn a muscle in my leg that week, and Fagan was the alternate, and they had him a flight booked to come, and I'm like, no, I think I can get through it. And fortunately, the trainer at the time, which was Nick, he did a really good job of getting me to bowl. But I didn't make the Masters event that week. You know, I bowled pretty hurt that whole week, but still was fortunate enough to bowl anchor, and you know, you didn't feel any pain in that match. But it was so much fun. The fans on top of you, the back and forth. You know, we were up by like 60 through like 5 frames, and then came back, and then we were down like 30 going to the 10th, and everybody had a really big 10th frame. And I struck to win, and it was electric. You know, I remember Wes coming to pick me up, and Chris and Bill. You know, I had 3 of my best friends in the world on that team, so it meant a lot to me.
I did not get the opportunity to bowl until I was a senior. It was an absolute shock and honor. I mean, you just don't believe. After you win the last 2 events on the senior tour, you think, oh man, I gotta get picked. But when I got that call from Brian O'Keefe that I had been selected to go to Dubai and represent the United States of America, I'm getting chills right now just even remembering that phone call. The highlight so far is that 2023 team win in Cali, Colombia. To stand on that stage with 3 icons of the sport and 3 people that you look up to as a player and be part of that team and hear the national anthem played with a gold medal around your neck, you know, again, chills.
Success on that level at the international level against the best players anywhere and succeed is a feeling that's hard to replicate. In some ways, it makes the rest of it a little harder because it's a feeling that you can chase a long time and never replicate anywhere else, but right here with Team USA.
I would say there is nothing like having the national anthem played while you're at an event. It's just the pride. You know, most people, I think in today's generation, don't understand the military part of it, on what they sacrifice for us, and that's what really, I guess, it holds true to my heart. You know, my dad served in the military, and to represent the United States is something special.
You watch the Olympics when it comes around, and you always wonder what it's like to stand on a podium like that and earn a gold medal or any kind of medal, really. And it feels really good because you're amongst the best of the best that put themselves on that list and give themselves that opportunity.
To get the opportunity to bowl on Team USA as a senior, it is another one of those lifelong goals, you know, dreams coming true. And as I've said, you know, I'm just a dream chaser, and if you chase them long enough, those dreams just might come true.